What's up, YouTube? I hope each and every one of you guys are healthy and enjoying life to the fullest today. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the 2024 Cadillac CT5-V. Huge thank you to Mike.Dwyer at More Cadillac here in Chantilly, Virginia for allowing me to do this video for you guys today. If you are interested in this particular CT5-V or any Cadillac product, I'll be sure to have Mike and More Cadillac's information on screen as well as in the description box down below. But with that said, let's get into the video. Man, it has been an absolutely beautiful fall weather week here in Virginia, and today is no different. The sun is shining, we got blue skies, it's the perfect temperature and a little bit of a breeze. So I am very grateful for weather like this because I know in the coming months it's going to start getting cold. But just like usual, first we're going to talk about the exterior and the performance. So like I said, this is a 2024 Cadillac CT5-V, and this particular one has been painted in Summit White. A thing I wanted to say to basically preface this video is that 2024 marks 20 years of the V nameplate. So basically what you get for the 2024 model year on the CT5-V is basically 20-year badging on your grille surround, and then you also get a cool 20-year like graphic when you start up the vehicle on the digital gauge cluster. Really nothing else has changed other than a few color options, because the CT5 is getting a redesign, full redesign, exterior and interior for the 2025 model year. But anyways, with that stuff out of the way, we're going to start with the headlights, then I'm going to work my way down and around into the back end of the CT5-V. So as standard with this vehicle, you get LED headlights with IntelliBeam, as well as LED daytime running lights and LED turn signals. This vehicle has been optioned with the $3,920 premium package, which gives you front LED cornering lights. So basically, these lights down here that I'm pointing out to you guys right now, they turn on. So basically, let's say I turn the vehicle to the left side lights down here will illuminate below 15 miles an hour when I turn to this side, and then above 35 miles an hour when I turn the turn signal to this side. Anyways, moving on from there, here is a look at this, and honestly I really don't think that this thing needs a refresh here on the exterior. And in my opinion, I saw the refreshed 2025 CT5, and to be honest, I actually like this body style better. I think this is super sleek. I love the body lines on it. They're subtle yet sporty at the same time, and I think Cadillac knocked it out of the park with this body design. I do believe the 2025 model will grow on me over time, but as of right now, I like this one better. But with the V series, you get a sporty gloss black mesh-like grille here at the center with a gloss black grille surround. On the driver's side of your grille surround, you can see you get that 20 years badge with the American flag looking thing. Pretty darn cool. And then coming down just a little bit more, I apologize about my shadow, but you also get a gloss black lower as well as gloss black outer grills on the front of this vehicle. And then coming down just a little bit, what I'm pointing out right now is basically like your gloss black front splitter, and it's kind of like a two-tone front splitter because this is a body color piece here, and then again all of that right there is all gloss black. But moving on from there, you have your Cadillac logo located at the center of your upper grille. This vehicle has not been optioned with this option, but if you wanted a forward-facing camera that worked with your 360-degree view camera system, you would have to opt for the parking package. But to get the parking package, you also have to opt for the navigation package and the premium package, which totals out to just over $7,000 for that package. So it gets pricey very, very quickly. But anyways, again, this one has not been optioned with that. Last but not least, here on the front end, you get 4 forward-facing sensors on the front end as standard. Now, moving on down the side, this one really doesn't have that many options, but it does have the useful options to keep the price down while maintaining, you know, a nice premium feel on the interior and on the exterior. So with that in mind, working my way down the side, here are a look at the standard wheels that you get with the CT5-V. So they are a 19-inch pearl nickel finish wheel, and they are wrapped in 245/40 Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires. And if you are not a fan of the way that these wheels look, there are 6 other wheel options to choose from. So you will find something that does fit your fancy. You also do get a side marker light. I'm not sure where it is, right there as well. And then also With the V Series, as standard, you do get magnetic ride control, which basically changes how the vehicle feels over bumps and how it handles and stuff depending on the drive mode. So in sport mode, it stiffens up the suspension. In tour mode, it loosens up the suspension for a more comfortable ride. So it's actually a very, very nice system, and GM does a great job with their suspensions. Then you also, as standard, get front Brembo brakes with that V script, also as standard with the V Series. And then I'm going to give you a front 3/4 shot of this thing, because this thing is a sexy looking sedan in my personal opinion. But moving on from there, get your V fender badging on both sides. You also get rain sensing wipers as standard with this vehicle as well. If you're looking for more of a blacked out look with the black wheels, black mirror caps, and so on and so forth, like black badging, you might want to look into getting the optional $2,795 Onyx package, which would give you 20-inch black wheels, black badges, and black mirror caps. So that might be something you might want to look into. You can always do that stuff aftermarket, but I thought I would point that out to those who like to get stuff OEM. Anyways, as standard, you do get body color mirror caps with integrated turn signals. Also as standard, these side view mirrors are heated. The driver's side mirror is auto dimming. Both side view mirrors are manual folding. You get your blind spot monitoring on the left hand side of your driver's side mirror, and over there on the right hand side of your passenger side mirror. And then all the way at the bottom of your side view mirrors, about right there, you will find your puddle light. So basically that will illuminate this area at night, making it a little bit easier to see what you're stepping into, you know, or out of, I guess you would say. Let's say there's a puddle there, that might illuminate the puddle, and then you can avoid the puddle. That is basically what I'm trying to say. However, let's say you wanted a 360-degree view camera system and power folding side view mirrors, just to name two of the options with this package. You would have to look into getting the optional $9,835 Platinum package, which would give you those power folding side view mirrors, a 360-degree view camera system, as well as a host of other options that you can read on screen right now. Moving on from there, again, with the V Series, you do get gloss black window trim as well as body color door handles with keyless access. This vehicle, again, has been optioned with the premium package. So with the premium package, you get these illuminating door handles. So this little piece right there illuminates at night, giving this a very premium feel when you walk up to it at night. Here's another view of the one here on the back. One thing that's also interesting is that you get a little pad. So this door handle doesn't actually move. You have a little pad you press, and then that pops open the hinge. But moving on from there, coming down to the side profile of this vehicle, you do get these rockers with the V with the black extension. So you can see the top piece is body color, and then you get these rocker extensions with the V Series that are in gloss black to give this a very sporty profile here on the side. So you can see gloss black at the bottom here, then you get gloss black on the sides, which looks awesome. Here's another view of what that looks like. You also get a piece of paint protection film right there to protect that piece of your rocker from rocks flying up. And then you can see that black carries on here to the black rear valance. But I'm jumping the gun a little bit, because up top here, you get a body color shark fin antenna. You also get a rear window defroster. Your third brake light is up top there. Coming down, here is a rear 3/4 shot of this vehicle. And then also I wanted to show you, you do get a body color rear spoiler with the V Series. It's subtle yet sporty at the same time. And then coming down just a little bit more, you also get LED taillights with a black taillight bezel. And then here's a shot, here's a booty shot, as I like to say, of the V. You can see Cadillac logo located at the center, and then just beneath that you get a gloss black trim piece. And then just beneath that, you have your backup camera, and then just to the right of your backup camera, you stick your hand underneath here, you'll feel a little pad, pull up on that pad, and your trunk will open up. You get a decent sized trunk. However, I have seen some other sedans in recent times that have more storage space than this trunk here, but you can still fit what you need to down in here. I would say you could probably fit 4 or 5 carry-on suitcases back here without the second row seats dropped. If you dropped the second row seats, you'd have quite a bit more storage space. But then you get your carpeted floor mats here. If you open this up, that's where you will find your battery. Closing that back up and moving that out of the way. If you lift this up, you get your tow hook. This is basically to fill the vehicle up with gas, because you do get a capless filler neck. So if you were filling this up with a gas tank, you'd have to stick that in the filler neck, and then you'd be able to use the gas tank. And then there is no spare tire with this vehicle, by the way. And then you get a little storage cubby with probably, 5 inches of depth down in there. Closing that back up, you can see on your trunk you get the satin chrome badging with the CT5, and then you have your V badging on the right hand side of your trunk. Coming down just a little bit more, you get 4 parking sensors back here as well. You also get a gloss black rear valance with 2 reflectors and your integrated quad tip exhaust, which looks very sporty. And then all the way at the bottom right here, not only do you have your reverse light, but you also get a body color rear diffuser. And then 2 things I wanted to mention that pertain to the V. You do get a limited slip differential as well as a 285 rear axle ratio with this vehicle. Last but not least, when you open up your fuel door, it reveals your capless filler neck, and you do have to put 91 octane in this vehicle plus 91 plus octane. And here's a closer look at your filler neck. That's a closer look at that stuff. And that kind of about does it for the exterior of the 2024 Cadillac CT5. Here's another shot from the passenger side perspective, giving you a nice little walk around again. I really like the way that this thing looks. If you have seen the 2025 redesign for the CT5, let me know. Do you like the 2024 better, or do you prefer the redesigned 2025? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm curious to hear your opinions. But with that stuff out of the way, let's move into performance. Popping open that hood reveals that 3-liter twin-turbo V6 that makes 360 horsepower and 405 pound-feet of torque. It is mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission for a 0 to 60 time in 4.7 seconds. And if you were wondering about fuel economy, you can achieve 18 miles per gallon in the city, 27 miles per gallon on the highway for 21 miles per gallon combined with rear-wheel drive. If you were looking at one of these and you wanted to get all-wheel drive, you would basically just, I believe, lose 1 mile per gallon on the highway only. I believe the city figure is just about the same. But if you're enjoying the video so far today, please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button. I'm on my journey to 100,000 subscribers, and I cannot get there without your support. I would really appreciate it if you guys would just take 1 second, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section down below. All those likes and comments look good for my channel in the YouTube algorithm. It basically helps my channel grow. But with that stuff said, let's move on into the interior. Moving on into the interior, like I mentioned earlier in the video, you do get keyless access. So all you have to do is have your key fob in your pocket, walk up to the vehicle, put your hand behind the door handle, and the vehicle will unlock. You can also lock the vehicle by running your finger across that Cadillac crest right there, and now the vehicle is locked. I did want to walk you through a couple of the functions on the key fob. So starting here, you have your lock function. Coming down one, you have your unlock function. You also get your remote start function, your trunk pop function, and your panic function all the way at the bottom. So if you did want to remote start this vehicle, all you have to do is press the lock button and then press that button twice, and the vehicle will fire up. Take a listen. And that is what she sounds like when it fires up. And now let's take a look at what our driver's side door panel has to offer for us here on the CT5-V. So this vehicle has been optioned with the $1,500 Whisper Beige Jet Black leather seating surfaces, and that is what these seats look like. The sport buckets here in the front, the red accent colored stitching looks absolutely beautiful, and the door panel is no different. So to walk you through the door panel, starting up here at the top, you get some black vinyl. Then you get this carbon fiber trim, which is awesome because you get some red accenting on it. And I'm not sure if the GoPro is going to pick it up. You can kind of see it there in the direct sun. You get some red weave. It looks awesome here in person. I wish you could see it. And then you get a satin chrome looking door handle. You're unlocking your lock functions. This vehicle does come standard with a 15 speaker Bose Performance Series sound system. So this is the Performance Series speaker up top here. 2 memory seat adjustment settings. You get your side view mirror controls. That is to restrict your passenger window privileges. Automatic up and down windows at all 4 corners. You get the Whisper Beige right here. You get some red accent colored stitching as well as a nicely padded armrest. That is to pop open your trunk. Another speaker down here, and then you get some miscellaneous storage space down in there. It actually says you can set an umbrella back in there if that is what you wanted to. So basically that spot down in there, that crevice is for an umbrella. Moving on from there, like I mentioned earlier in the video, this vehicle has been optioned with the $3,920 premium package. So with the premium package, you get these illuminating sill plates. So basically this V right here will illuminate at night, and just the sill here during the daytime also looks really very nice. And then taking a look at our driver's seat, like I said, this does have the premium package. So with the premium package, you get these power front seats with lumbar massage functions. These seats are also heated, as well as the steering wheel. So if you wanted to, I believe, turn on the massage function, you'd press that button right there and that would turn the massage. And then you also get a thigh extension here. You can move forwards and backwards to your liking. And that is a look at your seats. Now, stepping on into the interior, this interior is beautiful. And again, I don't really feel like it needs an update, but I'll take an update, I guess, in this part of the vehicle. But other than that, I really don't think there's that much of a problem with it. So if you wanted to get full access, I know the vehicle is already on, you still have to go through the same procedure as you would if you were normally starting this vehicle. So still push your foot on the brake, key fob in the interior, and now you get full access into this. I believe the radio might start blaring. I don't know, we'll see. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, because it is in demo mode after all. One thing I wanted to point out is that with the V, you do get these beautiful alloy sport pedals, and you do get a floor mounted accelerator over there. Just adds to the driving experience. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with these controls, then I'm going to work my way throughout the interior. So with that said, coming over to here, that is your electronic parking brake. So if you push it, it's going to engage the parking brake. If you wanted to disengage the parking brake, you push your foot on the brake again, push down on that, and then the parking brake will disengage, and it will let you know right there. And then just to the right of that, this vehicle has been optioned with the $2,100 navigation package. And basically what this is right here, you put an SD card in there, and that goes with your performance data recorder system. So that is what that slot is. Then that is to brighten and or dim your gauge cluster. And then coming over here to the right, you can see these three different controls. So again, this vehicle has been optioned with the premium package, and with the premium package you get a head-up display system. So here are your head-up display controls, and your head-up display displays about right there, and right now it's displaying the digital speedometer readout as well as the speed limit sign. When I click this button up, basically it's going to move the display up. And then if I click that very same button down, now it is going to move the head-up display down. And I'm not sure if I can pick it up on camera, if I can bring it into the shade, if you can see it. But yeah, right about there, now the digital speedometer readout and all the information is displaying there. And then if you see that info button right there, now when I click that information button, it's switching me. Now I have the digital speedometer readout and the RPM gauge, now the digital speedometer readout, and then back to the digital speedometer readout and the speed limit sign. And then this control here is to brighten and or dim the head-up display. And then coming back just a little bit more, as standard with this vehicle, you get a power tilting and telescoping steering wheel. So when I pull back, steering wheel comes towards you, push it away, that goes away from you, and then it moves up and down until you find your comfortable position. Very, very nice. Moving on from there, now let's take a listen to our turn signal. That is what the turn signal sounds like on this vehicle. You can see there's a button on the end of this stock here. That is to turn your IntelliBeam on or off. IntelliBeam is your automatic high beams. And then this is also your headlight control stocks. Right now the headlights are in the automatic position. Come up one, that is daytime running lights on. All the way up is headlights in the always on position. If I wanted to go back into automatic mode and I flipped that down, that's going to turn my headlights off. So basically, now the vehicle is not going to turn the headlights on for me. I have to do that myself. So if I went like that, then the headlights would turn on. Anyways, moving on from there, zooming back out, this is what your steering wheel looks like. Again, with the premium package, you do get a heated steering wheel, but it does come standard leather wrapped. And just like any other vehicle, you have your horn at the center. So let's take a listen to it. That is what the horn sounds like on the CT5. Also, with the V series, you only get one transmission option, and that is the 10-speed automatic transmission, which is awesome, by the way. So you do get these magnesium paddle shifters. Take a listen. So they sound like metal, and they feel very nice in your hands as well. Zooming back out just a little bit, also as standard with this vehicle, you get adaptive cruise control. So here are all your adaptive cruise control settings. This is to turn your heated steering wheel on or off. Coming down just a little bit, that is to hang up on a phone call. That is to pick up on a phone call and or speak to the vehicle. Coming over to this side, these controls, like all of this right here, is to control your 12-inch digital gauge cluster. By the way, with the premium package, you get this 12-inch customizable gauge cluster, which I'll get into here in a second. That is to go forwards on a track. That is to go backwards on a track. That is going to put you into your V mode. which right now this is what the V mode is. Press that button again and you get back out of V mode. You can see how the gauge cluster changes depending on the modes. And then that's to go back on a track. That is to go forwards on a track. That is your windshield wiper control stock. Like I mentioned, you do get rain sensing wipers as standard with this vehicle. Moving on into our gauge cluster. Right now we are in tour mode, and right now it's displaying the time, the temperature. You get your tachometer down here. That is the odometer. That is your speedometer, digital speedometer readout, speed limit sign. That's your transmission status stuff. This is your fuel gauge, your fuel range. That is the compass. And then this stuff you can change by clicking to the left or to the right. So I'm gonna click all the way to the left and work my way to the right. So basically I can select what tiles I wanna see over there, but give me a second before I get into that. So then you have your trip computer, you have your performance stuff here. So you have 3 different performance screens, 1, 2, 3. Clicking over to the right, then you got your driver assistance stuff, you got your audio stuff. Basically now I can switch the radio station by just clicking down like this. You can see the radio stations changing. Then you have your navigation stuff. Then you have your phone stuff. Then you have your maintenance stuff. You can see your oil life, air filter life, brake pad life, and engine life. Clicking over, then you have your options. You can go into your display theme, speed warning, all of these different options here. You can also adjust the head-up display rotation, which is like this or like this. And then you can simplify the display. So if I click that, now the display is simplified. And then I'm gonna go back into the display. But I wanted to show you the tile feature, because if I click all the way over to here, you can go into your tile and basically I can see my engine boost over there. Then if I select, I can select 4. So now I'm gonna see my lateral G-force. Okay, why is it, okay, now it's not displaying, okay. Normally, if I wanted to, I could select 4 different things that I could see over there, but right now I'm just seeing like 1. And I believe you can change that in your options, but I do want to see the engine boost. But if I go back over to here, let's see, you can see your display theme. No, that's not what I meant to do. Anyway, you get the idea of what you can do on this screen. But one thing I really enjoy about this screen, and I think you have to be in a different mode in order to see that, is basically this screen, whether you want it to or not, well, you can actually opt. So basically when you change different drive modes, it's going to display the different drive modes on there. So right now it is linked, the display theme is linked to your drive modes. So you can actually go into here and you can see right now it's linked to the driver mode. So let's say I go into sport mode, it's going to change the display to a sportier display. The exhaust baffles open up. So take a listen. Now it's quiet. Baffles opened up. And it sounds pretty good. But you can see the display changes, and then now you have those 4 tiles. So now if I go over here all the way to the left, it's basically going to show you all those different things there. I can deselect all that stuff, and let's say I want the battery voltage, I want my engine boost over there, and I want my oil pressure, because why not? And then I also want my transmission fluid temperature. You can basically customize what you see over there, and that's what I was looking for, but you have to be in sport mode in order to get the 4 tiles over there. But yeah, this is now this screen. Now you have your tach at the center, digital speedometer readout, transmission status stuff. Then you have your coolant temperature over there, fuel gauge still is down there, and then your odometer is still over there. But basically, again, these will change depending on what drive mode you're in. So I'll show you what track mode looks like. Basically changes the layout to across like that. So now your tachometer goes across. And then you get your transmission status stuff and your digital speedometer readout, and then you got all your V performance stuff, driver assistance stuff, all of that stuff over there. Personally for me, I think sport mode looks the best, but moving on from that, you got your push button, start button, and as standard with this vehicle, you get a 10-inch infotainment system with wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto connectivity. So this is your home screen. This is one of your other home screens, but basically you have your audio stuff. This does come standard with a Wi-Fi hotspot. That's your Apple CarPlay that is wireless, your Android Auto that is also wireless. Swiping over to here, you get your performance data recorder, My Cadillac. You can set service appointments. You can bring your climate control stuff throughout this screen. So when I turn the climate control system on, that is what it looks like on the screen, but I'm not going to do that because it's going to mess with the audio. One thing that's pretty cool, this vehicle also comes standard with a wireless charging pad, and when your phone is charging on the wireless charging pad, it gives you that green lightning bolt, letting you know that your phone is charging. You get your shortcuts down here, so you have your home shortcut, your music shortcut, phone shortcut, navigation shortcut, your what's it called, climate shortcut, and then over here you have your time and your temperature. But like I said, this vehicle has been optioned with the $2,100 navigation package, which gives you built-in navigation, which is basically what this screen would be right here. Basically, I don't think you need the navigation package unless you want the performance data recorder, but you can pop up Waze here wirelessly via your Apple CarPlay system. And then moving from there, you get 2 HVAC vents. You also get a physical home button, excuse me. Then you have a physical climate control stack that I love. I hope Cadillac does not do away with the physical climate control stack, because a lot of manufacturers have been, and I personally love a physical climate control stack. You have your dual zone climate control, so you have your temperature controls there, fan speed, and then you have all of these different controls down here. I think it looks very, very nice, and I love a physical climate control stack. Cadillac, please retain that in the refreshed version of this vehicle. Coming down here, like I mentioned, this vehicle's been optioned with the premium package, so you do get heated front seats with that package, so you get 3 levels of adjustability on both sides there, and then you also get ventilated seats, 3 levels of adjustability with those. That is to turn your parking sensors on or off. That is to turn your lane keep assist on or off. Then you have your hazard button at the center. Like I said, this does have the premium package, so you do get massaging seats with that premium package. So basically it's just like a lumbar massage. It doesn't really feel like amazing, but it also doesn't feel bad. Like right now I'm getting a massage, and it's basically just like messing with my back. Kind of nice to have, but anyways, it's not necessary. Coming down a little bit more, again, wireless charging pad as standard. That's an iPhone 14 Pro Max, and it fits in there, no problem. A little bit of storage space. You got your drive mode selector here. That is to turn traction control on or off. You have your auto hold feature. Basically, if you're stuck in traffic, tired of holding your foot down on your brake, if you click that button right there, the vehicle will hold you in place by itself with its braking system. Then that is to turn your auto stop start system on or off. I hate auto stop start, so I'd have that off at all times. If you wanted to go into manual mode, you have to go into drive, pull back one more time. Now you are in manual mode, and you can control the transmission with the steering wheel mounted paddle shifters. Push P to go into park. We're pushing P. You get 2 cup holders there. Then I love Cadillac's new infotainment system, because you have a physical volume knob there. This is to go forward or backwards on a track. This is basically to control the screen. So right now the screen is being controlled there. Let's say I wanted to bump down to there. I go down here, and then basically all I do, click down, and then now I can control what's going on down here. So it's a very, very easy to use system. And then you have all these shortcut buttons to go into music, navigation, phone, or your back button. Let's say I wanted to go into my audio stuff. I go into audio, now it's selected. All I have to do, push down on that, and then that's gonna bring me into my audio stuff. So very, very nice system here. I love the infotainment system and all of this control. It makes it very, very easy to use the screen. Very intuitive infotainment system. Then you get some carbon fiber trim throughout here, a nicely padded armrest, red accent colored stitching. Opening up your armrest, it's very driver focused. You can see it opens up that way. Then you get a USB-A port, a USB-C port, a 12-volt power outlet. This is to wipe off your screen. It's like a Cadillac microfiber, very, very nice. You also get another spot you could set a phone down in there as well. Moving on, this is what your dash looks like. Very nice looking. Some carbon fiber over here. You get a lockable lower glove box, so decent amount of storage space in that glove box. Actually, very good amount of storage space in that glove box. You can fit what you need to in there. Auto dimming rear view mirror up top here. You get your OnStar stuff here as well. Let you know if your passenger airbag is on or off. Driver gets a light, passenger gets a light. Both are LED. Then you have your light settings here. And then this vehicle has also been optioned with the $1,450 Ultra View roof. So if I click that right there, it's gonna open up both of those shades. This roof opens up. This roof does not open, so that's a fixed roof. This one will slide and tilt. So if I push up, now it's opening up, and that is what that looks like there. Pull that back, you can see, actually I don't know if it does tilt, because it only says slide. So let's see if I can get it to, okay, so basically you have to manually get it to tilt, but it will tilt. Coming over to here, you get a spot you could set your registration or any paper product. Then you get a vanity mirror with 2 vanity lights, and then this visor does slide forwards and backwards dependent on where the sun is shining. Coming over to here, OPU panel, you have your Bluetooth mic pickup for your Bluetooth phone. And then the same stuff goes for that side as well. And that kind of about does it for what we got going on here in these front seats. So a couple things I wanted to go over. As standard, what you get with this vehicle includes the 15-speaker Bose sound system. You get the Wi-Fi hotspot, you get the alloy sport pedals, adaptive cruise control, wireless charging pad, and the power adjustable steering wheel. Now I'm going to throw the entire window sticker on screen. You can take a look at the standard stuff, the optional stuff, but basically I'm just going to highlight the MSRP. So the MSRP of the way that this particular 2024 CT5-V is spec'd is $61,860. I know that is a lot of money, but this thing's a blast to drive. It sounds great, it drives great, it's very luxurious feeling, sound system is great. So it's a very nice vehicle in my personal opinion. Plus, it looks like a Cadillac, it drives like a Cadillac, and it is definitely bad A. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to get demonetized, but I want to show you what we got going on in these rear seats before moving into the driving portion of the video. Carbon fiber trim. You have your unlock and your lock functions back here, very nice. Bose Performance speaker surround up top here. Automatic up and down windows in the back. Windows go all the way down. Nicely padded armrest, miscellaneous storage space, another speaker down here. This is what your rear seats look like. Again, very luxurious, red accent colored stitching. Now let's step in and see what we got going on back here. Oh man, it feels like I'm sitting in the vehicle instead of on top of it. I definitely like that. Over here, OPU panel, a spot you can set your dry cleaning, and an LED dome light. Same thing on that side as well. I'm not sure why it's not picking it up, but there you go. Then you get a seat back pocket behind the driver's seat. You get a seat back pocket behind the passenger seat. You get two HVAC vents, a 12-volt power outlet, a USB-C port. Opening this up, you get two cup holders, a nicely padded armrest, and I am 5'9" and I am adjusted behind myself. I've got plenty of leg room and knee room. Here's another view of my leg room and knee room. Now when it comes to the headroom, I got about an inch or so of headroom left. So really not all that much headroom left. However, let's say I scrunch down a little bit, that can, you know, you can get another couple inches of headroom. But because of that sloping roof design, making this thing look super sleek, it does sacrifice headroom in the second row. However, again, me being 5'9", I fit back here no problem. But we've talked about the exterior, we've talked about the performance, and now we've talked about what's going on here in the interior of this vehicle. So I want to see what this thing's like to drive, as I'm assuming you guys do as well. So I'll see you guys in the driver's seat. All right, now onto the driving portion of the review. In sport mode, manual mode, take a listen. This thing sounds great, it handles great, and that's just what you expect out of a Cadillac. You know, GM's suspensions are some of the best in the game. I mean, you got to realize they do make the C8 Corvette Z06, which is an absolutely amazing driving experience, and it's literally like driving a Ferrari that's just a little bit better, like a Ferrari 458 that's just a little bit better. I mean, the suspension in that is amazing, and believe it or not, that suspension technology trickles down into vehicles like this. I mean, you got to realize there's also a CT5-V Blackwing, which has over 660 horsepower, which is insane. So yeah, I mean, some of that technology trickles down into this, and you know, just take a listen to it. I really would like to take this thing up to like 150 miles an hour, I gotta be honest with you, but I'm going to you know, hone in my self-control, and I'm not going to do that, but I really want to do that because I think this thing would be a blast to bring up to that speed. And you know, I know at the horsepower figure that I think is what, 360 horsepower, what's the exact horsepower? Yeah, 360 horsepower. Doesn't sound like a lot nowadays, but the way that this thing puts the power down is just, it's very impressive, to be honest with you. I mean, it really does feel more than a 360 horsepower. It really does, and that's a good thing. It really is a good thing. It feels very powerful. I love how it's rear-wheel drive as standard instead of front-wheel drive. You know, a lot of sedans nowadays seem to default to front-wheel drive, which is kind of unfortunate because front-wheel drive vehicles are not really that fun to drive as compared to rear-wheel drive vehicles. You know, if you wanted to be really reckless with this thing, you could, because it's got the power to do it. And you know, again, it's rear wheel drive as standard, and you could get this in all wheel drive. Let's say you live in a colder climate, you know, and you just want to be able to take this thing through snow. You want this to be your full-time daily driver. Well, you can get this thing in all wheel drive, and you can make that happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can use this as a full-time daily driver. You're not gonna be able to have as much fun maybe with the all-wheel drive version of this, but at the same time, really, how many of you are going to be trying to, you know, drift this thing? I think there will be quite a few of you who are going to try to drift this thing. But anyways, for those of you who want to do something like that, well, then you want to get the rear wheel drive one. But if there's a lot of people out there who just like to, you know, no drama, 0 to 60s, no drama, drive in the snow, then you know, there's the option for both, is basically what I'm trying to say. You want to be the crazy guy, well, there's the option for you, and that's the rear wheel drive version. You want to be the guy who likes to do 0 to 60 pulls with no drama, well, there's an option for you too, because there is an all-wheel drive version of this, which is awesome. And it makes things, you know, very, very nice and easy. A couple things that I wanted to say. The Bose Performance Series sound system sounds great. Wireless Apple CarPlay is awesome. It comes standard, like I said, with the navigation package. You do get built-in navigation as well as the performance data recorder. Personally, I don't believe you need that package, because literally all you got to do is wirelessly connect your phone. Then you can bring up your Waze on screen, your Google Maps on screen, your Apple Maps on screen, and really that's your built-in navigation. It's got the traffic and all that kind of stuff as well. So personally, for me, that's what I would do. I would skip the navigation package, and I would maybe try to consider getting what is it, the Platinum package with the 360 camera system. You can also get Super Cruise on this, which is hands-free driving. That is another nice feature. Makes the driving experience easy if you live, you know, in the country but you work in the city. The vehicle will drive you to and from work, and you don't have to mess with the steering wheel all that often. So that is definitely very nice. Really, I want to get into talking about the performance and how it drives. So basically, I'm going to skip through all of this traffic, and then we'll pick up when this traffic is clear. All right, now that the traffic is cleared up, we're going to do a nice little acceleration here. So give me a second here. I'm telling you guys, you can have a lot of fun with this thing. This thing sounds really, really good. I know it's a V6, but it really has that nice crisp shift, and it sounds awesome. I mean, it really gives you that drama that you're looking for, and you don't have to pay for V8 fuel economy. You still get the great handling. It's got great low-end torque. The 10-speed in this is awesome. Right now we are in sport mode, so it's riding a little bit firm, but it's not too firm, which is nice. But when you go around these turns, you'll appreciate how firm it is. So it's that Mustang's kind of whipping it around these turns. Downshift. Body roll is non-existent. I'm telling you guys, this is an amazing driving vehicle. And you know what's great about it is it makes a great daily for those of you who like to have fun on your daily commute, but you also, you know, you don't necessarily want to pay, you know, V8 sedan prices, which I understand, or new V8 sedan prices. You want something that's new with a warranty that gets good fuel economy. Well, this is it. This is truly it, because it handles great. It's got the exciting power that you're looking for, but it's not too crazy. But you can still have fun with it. And I'm telling you, you can slide this thing around if you wanted to. This one's not broken in, so I haven't like floored it. But I'm telling you, you could probably slide this thing around. Here's another. And it just sounds great. I mean, it is truly a great sounding little sedan. It really, really is. It sounds great. It drives great. It's just a great performing sedan for those who are looking for something that's comfortable but also fun at the same time. This might be the vehicle for you, because it's comfortable, it's fun, the sound system is great, the driving experience is great, it's fun driving experience. But when you don't want it to be fun, you put it back into tour mode, you put it in automatic mode, and then you don't have to worry about a thing. You know, just a sedan at that point. Or you could do that, and that is not even anywhere near floored, you know? So I'm telling you, this is so much fun to drive. It is a blast to drive, actually. It handles great, but when you don't want it to handle, you just want a comfortable cruise out to dinner with your wife, you can do that. You put it in tour mode and then it just behaves. I don't like the tour mode gauge cluster setup. I don't like the way that it looks, but overall this thing is a blast to drive. You can also, you know, be chill with it, and it's just a great, honestly, overall vehicle for the money. But that's it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy the video, please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button. I'm on my journey to 100,000 subscribers, and I cannot get there without your support. So if you enjoyed this video in any sort of capacity, please take a second and give the video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. But again, that's it for today's video. I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.